I'm live. Welcome to the Saturday morning live. I decided to do it outside because it's hot as hell in the van. And I didn't really look in the mirror before I got on here, so I got a shiny face. I used a little bit of coconut oil for my. Okay, anyway, hello to everyone. Oh, look, my earrings are facing the wrong way. You gotta see my ladies. All right, let me know how the sound is because I can go get the mic if I need to. So, let's put the camera closer. Hello, hello, hello. All right, everybody coming on in. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up as you come on in. Come on in, and come on in. Mm. Come on in. I'm in a goofy mood. I've been up since 2:17 this morning. So I'm slap happy. I'm quite tired. Quite tired. Anyway, this is the Saturday morning live. We'll be doing these every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern time. They will be short and they will be no topics. They will just be random chat, most likely. If I have something very specific I want to talk about on that particular day, then I will. But for the most part, they'll just be lives once a week for you to hang out with me. We're not structured over here, okay? We don't. We don't do all that, okay? We're not doing all those topics. We're not doing all that. And I don't get enough questions for me to do all those topics. I have my weekly Q&A on Tuesday. So again, if you're not familiar with the channel and the format of this channel, I've been doing Tuesday Q&A. So please email me, crystal@crystalbanner.com, if you have a question, and I will answer it in the Tuesday Q&A. And then Thursday, I've switched to Thursday videos. So those will just be whatever kind of video. Usually something related to me doing something in the van or a review video or something like that. Or sharing somewhere that I've gone on a walk or in the nature or camping with friends or whatever. Also, and then now I'm doing Saturday morning lives. It's just a random live chat for you guys because most of us are still on lockdown, even though some states and places are opening up things. Some of us aren't going to be in that first wave that gets the Rona. So yeah. So anyway, that's kind of the format of the channel. And just because some people know I'm gonna say it, and I have to say it because some people don't understand how YouTube works. Don't forget to watch all the videos, even the lives from start to finish without skipping them. Watch as much of the ad as possible. I'm not saying watch those long ass ads, but watch as much of them as you can. And don't forget to share it. Don't forget to like it or dislike it. And don't forget to comment down below and start a conversation or an argument. Either way, the algorithm does not care. Also, go ahead and partner with me if you so choose financially, either on Patreon or here on YouTube, hitting that join button, which is next to the subscribe button. All right, that's my plug. What's up, everybody? I'm glowing. Everyone says I'm glowing. Oh my gosh, 49 looks good on me. Thanks, guys. I am quite happy. The weather. Definitely my mood goes by the weather, and we've had some nice days the last couple of days, so it's very. And I had a really good party. Thank you, Miss V, for my party. I had a really good party. So yeah, the cake. We got cake from Nothing Bunt Cake.
It is simply too early for this.
It's not too early. It's 11 o'clock here. The people that are in on the West Coast are up with me. I'm just saying. It's earlier there. It's 8 o'clock there. Happy birthday to all the May babies, all the Tauruses, and what's the other sign in May? What's the other sign in May? Gemini? I don't know. I don't do horoscopes. I don't know. I don't know. Anywho, hi, Freedom. Thanks for my mods for jumping on. I really appreciate that you guys do that. Even though it's early for some of y'all.
Thank you.
Okay, so Gemini's the other May. Okay, good. Everyone's saying hi to you in the chat. Are you on the live? I have mods. You don't have to be on the live if you don't want to be. But yeah, so just chilling, just hanging in the backyard of Mr. P and Miss K. Again, thank you to them for letting us basically take over their backyard. Hi Rosa. Thank you for being a consistent channel partner. I appreciate it. I think you joined pretty much day one. Thank you. Hi, Hev Van Lee. Washington State. All right now. I know it's early there for you. Thank you for also being a channel partner. Miss V is saying hi to everybody in the chat. You don't have to pay attention if you don't want. I have other mods. Hi, Auntie Catherine. Kisses and hugs to you and Uncle Homer and cousin Coco. Yeah, Hey, the feature to add moderators is gone. What the frick? That sucks. I was trying to give somebody a moderator thing, but it's not on there. Thank you for the birthday wishes, guys. I had a great birthday. Had a good time. We partied in the backyard. We had a really nice campfire. And Shay came, who is a friend slash subscriber. She came. And we had a great time. I think we stayed up to what? A little after 1, Miss V? I think it was like a little after 1 a.m. It was a late night. So the cake was nothing bunt cake. That's a company, and all they do is bunt cakes. Somebody ate most of it. I'm not gonna name any names, but but it was really good. If you've never had cakes from that company, oh my gosh, definitely check it out. Check it out, check it out, check it out. We had a really fun time. We had a really good night. Really, really, really good night. And as a matter of fact, the so that was Wednesday night. Thursday night, we stayed up late again at another fire. Mr. P likes making the fire ever since he made the fire pit. So he just makes a big old bonfire for us, and then he leaves us out here to do what we will. So the three of us ladies just girl chat all night. We don't ever mean to stay up as late as we do, but we end up doing it. Hey, Mr. G. Yeah, so we had a good time. Oh, you like nothing bundt cake? Yeah, a lot of people are familiar with them, but they have really good cakes. We are saying we're gonna get another cake just because I want to try the chocolate one because I'm like it's just yummy. Um, well, Courtney had a 50th. Happy birthday! Happy birthday to the May babies, Taurus and Gemini. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. You know his owls. um, yeah, so it was very intimate and special. So much better than last year's birthday. I don't know if that live I don't know if that live is still up on the channel. I think I may have put it on private, but yeah, I spent it by myself. Took myself out to dinner, so that last year wasn't so nice. It wasn't so happy. I also had to get rid of Cardinal, so it wasn't a happy birthday last year. But next year, the 50th, I'm hoping we can do something really big. I've never been to a strip club, so maybe we'll do that. Or a drag show. I think I'd like to go to a drag show. V, you won't take me to the strip club? She said, no, we're not. Will you go to a drag show with me? Maybe. Okay, we'll do a drag show. All right, we'll do the drag show. I'm not necessarily all that hype about a strip club, but I think I really would prefer a drag show. Ultimately, I would love to go on a cruise. I've never been on one, but I don't know how things are going to be looking like next year. Where am I? I'm still in North Carolina. I haven't gone nowhere. We're not going anywhere. we're not going anywhere till we get on 40 West and head on out to Arizona in the fall. So yeah, we're pretty much here. Yeah, we'll do a 50th drag show in Vegas. Everybody can come and celebrate my birthday with me in Vegas at a drag show. That would be so much fun. And then we're gonna go to a gay nightclub afterwards and party with the gays. I love going to gay nightclubs. I'm sorry, I like gay nightclubs. I don't know about y'all, but the gays know how to party. I love my LGBTQ plus community. Y'all know how to party and have a good time. There's no people hitting on you randomly. It's just all about love and having a good time. That's all. I just love going to gay nightclubs. Y'all want to dance? Ain't nobody hugging the wall, you know. I love it. Nobody cares about nothing. They just do their thing. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I remember we went to Joshua Tree 2 years ago. Um, and I went to the gay nightclub by myself. The first time I went by myself, and then the next night, a couple other people joined me in our group that was with me. Oh my gosh, so much fun. So much fun. I'm drinking ginger tea, if you're wondering, still drinking out of my beautiful tumbler that Miss T made me. I can't wait till she gets back to the States and starts making these so I can start promoting her tumblers. So if you want to see the video on this, it's there on the channel, and also her link is in that if you want to check out her Instagram, because she shows a lot of the ones that she's making while she's there. Yeah, I definitely think we should do that. Drag club, drag show, and then gay nightclub afterwards to party, and just party until they we gonna shut it down. We just gonna shut it down. They gonna kick us out. Oh my gosh, ginger tea can be really strong, but it's so good for you. You just got to be prepared for that bite back. Woo! It gets you right here. All right, I'll start planning that. I'll start looking around when we get back out to the I'll go to a female gay function. Oh, okay. I don't know. I think when the few times I've gone to gay nightclubs, they seem to be mostly those that identify as male or the male gender or queer. Not too many lesbians were there, but I'm assuming they have different clubs. I don't know that much about it, so I don't know. But yeah, it's just fun, just fun, so much fun. They just know how to party, and it's all about partying. It's not about all that other crap that you get at regular clubs. Ugh. At least that's how I feel as a straight person going. So maybe I don't know all the signals or whatever, because I'm not trying to get picked up or picking up anybody. So maybe I'm missing things that I should be seeing. Who knows? But I have fun when I go. Anywho, I also am supposed to be getting some tattoos before I turn 50, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know how that's gonna function now with this type of new normal that we find ourselves in. I don't know how and I'm really looking for a black tattoo artist, someone who knows how to tattoo on. I don't really keloid, but I do scar easily. So yeah, I definitely yeah. Mr. G said he was with that Vegas party until I said gay club. Oh well. Well, if you want to come to the drag show, you can come there, and then you don't have to party after. But I got to find us a place that we can go camp, so we can camp overnight somewhere, so we can just have the party the next day too. I would love to find a place by the water that we can go camp, so we can do drag show, gay club, camp by the water, wake up the next morning and just be by the water. Oh, that would be glorious. That would be glorious, glorious, glorious. Yeah, so I have 3 tattoos that I'm supposed to be getting, and I thought I would have had at least one by now. Because I decided on this strategic plan 3 years ago, and I thought I'd have at least 1 or 2 done by now. That's not the case. I have none of them done. I already have 1 tattoo on my calf, which is a scissor and comb for, cosmetology doing hair, and it has 1990 in the in there, because that's when I became a licensed cosmetologist, was 1990. It needs to be up, it needs to be redone, like, it's faded. I got it done in 97, so it's quite faded, and it's not as crisp as it was, so I need to get that one touched up. Then I want to get a whole sleeve. I can't decide if I want it on my right arm or my left arm. I'm thinking the left. But there's 3 very specific tattoos that I want. I've talked about this before, but there's 3 very specific tattoos that I want, and then I want some kind of design in there somehow. But I want a wolf for my son. I want a little rubber ducky Um, like, from the Rubber Ducky song on Sesame Street from my granddaughter. That was her first favorite toy. And then I want a frog for myself. But other than that, I want some kind of intricate design. I don't know my African heritage. I don't know where I'm from. I haven't done that DNA stuff, and I'm really leery about putting my DNA out there for the government to have access to. So I don't know where I hail from. So I don't know if I want to put just a few different African type, tribal type designs on there. And I kind of want some Aborigine, but I feel like that might be appropriating a different culture. And so I don't know how I feel about that yet either. Because I have a real, I'm really fond of the Aborigine. I've said that before as well. Once I heard the very first time I heard a didgeridoo, something within my soul started to feel at home. So I really have. It's one of the places I would love to visit internationally is Australia. But I actually saw someone's video and they had a portable didgeridoo, and I was so close to ordering one, but it was a little bit expensive. I was like, I'm gonna learn how to play the didgeridoo, but it was a little bit expensive. I can't really. Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me to order something. Not yet, anyway. We'll see. I have to marinate on that decision. We're not going out west. I'm answering a question in the chat. We're not going out west until the fall. Like September 1st is our last day to be here. It might even be in August, but probably September 1st is probably best. Yeah. Andrea or Andrea, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, says my skin keloids easily but not affected by tattoos. Yeah, my tattoo didn't keloid that I got back, and I got this back in Iowa in '97. It's some random tattoo place. I didn't even know that area. I had only lived there for a couple of years and didn't know any. I just went to the first tattoo place we found. So yeah, thank you for the birthday wishes. um, Shawnita says I have 9 tats. They become addictive. I don't know if it's definitely I don't feel like it's addictive. I feel like it's just such a cool way to express yourself in a permanent way. And my tattoos are very thought out and they're very specific. Especially the 3 that I want, they're very specific. So I know, I don't want anything that doesn't make any sense. Um Maski. I'm not sure. I know I'm messing that up. Black Ink. I've watched their TV series. They are pretty good. I just hate the drama that comes with TV. Yeah, I've watched Black Ink. I watched the first 2 seasons of it. I haven't watched it since because it just got too much drama for me, like reality TV did. Like I used to watch the Atlanta Housewives. The first 3 seasons were okay, but then it really started getting too much. Basketball Wives. The first 2 seasons were really good. Then it started getting too much. People are just feeding that negativity. And as I've said in my videos, negativity wins. Even here on YouTube, my most negative videos or the videos where I'm struggling the most with my situation gets the most views. And it's unfortunate that people love drama and negativity, but that's what sells. It's kind of like almost sells more than sex, honestly. And it's unfortunate that we continue to let media know that that's what we like. I wish people would be better. I really do. But it is. Um, Clarity in the Wind. Hey, it's saying rep the entire motherland, and you may have some Aboriginal roots too. Rep both. That's true. I mean, I could get the continent of Africa put on there. I could get the continent of Australia put on. I mean, you never know. I mean, yeah, definitely. Um, Gwendolyn, I met you during your stop. Oh, hi, Gwen. Well, I don't know if you want. I don't know if you like nicknames. I don't like nicknames, so I'm not gonna shorten your name. Hi, Gwendolyn. Hey, Miss M. MB2. Um. Oh, I love all the different thumbs and all the different colors. Freedom. That's nice. All right. If I missed your question while I was scrolling, please put it again with all caps and an emoji so it catches my eye. Any emoji will do. I like the little thinking emoji. Oh, the birds in the background. Yes, indeed. They are. Nature itself has just been thriving while the country and the world really has been on lockdown because animals are in full force. The other day we had rabbits out here running around, like literally right here. A little chipmunk came up to me and Miss V the other day when we were sitting out here. Nature has just been thriving. If you look online, all the factories and stuff that cause pollution in different countries, China and Spain, like they're seeing their skies for the first time. Like they're seeing mountains in the distance for the first time. It's I love that that is happening. I love that that is happening. So yes, nature is definitely thriving. Definitely thriving. Any van meetups this summer? I'm not planning on hosting any because of, this whole situation that's going down. But I know if you follow oh shoot, Black Nomads Meet or Black Nomads Meet Up on Instagram, I think they're having their thing in August. I do plan on going to that, but I'm just not gonna worry about trying to do anything because I really feel like we're gonna be dealing with this all the way through summer, and it's just gonna be too touch and go. It's just gonna be too touch and go with it. So I don't want to plan anything only to have to cancel it. Um, I am considering doing something in the fall once I get out to Arizona, some kind of meetup maybe. So we'll see. Yeah, so I mean, the parks that have been closed, the national parks, the state parks, even just little local county parks, the wildlife is coming back because people are not there messing around and just hanging out and riding bikes through it and all that. So the the less places people are interfering, the more nature is thriving, and I just love it, love it, love it, love it. Hi, Courtney. Is it Courtney? Or do you still pronounce it Courtney? There is a new camping space in Bassett/Stanleytown, Virginia called the Lily Pad. Just an FYI, it's near Goose Point, Philip, wait, Philpott Dam, etc. Beautiful area. Oh, that's wonderful. Could you email that information to me? Because that sounds like something I might want to check out with some friends. Crystal@crystalvanner.com. If you don't mind emailing that to me because I can't screenshot while I'm on live and I will forget that information. Oh, thank you. I used to sell these earrings and I have been debating about getting back into selling earrings again. It's not that I made a whole lot of money off of it because I really didn't, but I enjoyed, um, while I'm stationary sitting here, I could be, making a couple extra coins. Yeah, it was, and I enjoyed buying them in bulk and keeping a pair of each for myself. Although I didn't keep as many as I probably could have because of space. But yeah, have I thought about doing a virtual meetup on Zoom? Yes, we did that as a Freaky Friday one time. I also did that with Pam from Trusting Your Process. We did a live Zoom meetup as well. I may very well do that. I'm working on some power stuff in the van, trying to upgrade the power just a little bit. Thank you so much for someone who's in the chat who bought me a bigger battery. I'm not going to say your name because I don't think you want that kind of publicity based on the conversations we had via email and over the phone. You seem like you are pretty private, so I'm not going to go there. I believe you're in the chat anyway. Um, I thought I saw your name, but I could be mistaken. Anyway, yeah, so I'm working on some different power upgrades because with Zoom, I have to use my laptop. Zoom does not work well with the mobile device. Trying to get it, it just doesn't function well. Have had bad luck with it. So, yeah, you really kind of need the laptop. Courtenay. Okay, Courtenay. Okay. Hi, Fern. I'm doing great. Tiny2 says some national parks are partially opening back up, but most aren't. Heavenly says, do sell them. I would buy a pair. Yeah, Rosa, I enjoy that live Zoom too. It was nice having people jump on the chat, and it's nice that you can, choose to have your camera show or not show. So, I mean, I like that. Hi, Jaleesa. Is it Lisa or Lissa? This is a different van. So Cardinal was sold. I'm sorry you haven't tuned in a while. Please go back and watch some of the older videos that you may have missed. I'd appreciate it. Yes, Cardinal was sold this time last year, actually. Going on a year now. Wow, I can't believe it's been a year. I believe it was June. I think I sold Cardinal in May. I'll have to go back and look at my papers and paperwork and videos. But I believe Cardinal was sold either end of May or beginning of June. And I think this was bought June or July? No, June. June. Yeah, it was June. Yeah. Thank you, Miss V. Yeah, this was bought in June. So yeah, I can't believe it's gonna be a year. Wow, that was a fast year. Feels like just yesterday Cardinal was here and then gone. Thank you for the reminder, Joy. What do you think about plug and play solar systems like Go Zero or Jackery? I find that they are perfectly fine, depending on your solar needs. But I do, it's one of those things where if something goes bad with the system, then the whole system is bad, and you've got to send the whole thing away. Whereas the way I have, my charge controller is separate, my panel is separate, my battery is separate. It's one component goes bad, I'm just replacing that one component, and it doesn't put me out as much. I know that Goal Zero and Jackery probably have really good warranties to them, and from what I've seen of people that use them, they are excellent. They are very costly. You can do a basic solar setup with a 100-watt panel and maybe a 100-watt amp hour battery charge controller, all that, probably for the same price of those, because you also have to then, if you're going to add their panels are proprietary. You can't use any panel to charge them. You have to use the Jackery solar panel to charge the Jackery. You have to use a Goal Zero, from what I understand. Now somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. You have to use their panels, from what I understand, to go with their devices. Like, you couldn't get a cheap Renogy panel or a cheap panel on eBay to charge it, from what I understand. Again, someone will correct me if I'm wrong. I know in the replay or now here on the live. So, but everyone I know that I've seen on YouTube that has them loves them. Um, Also take into consideration, did that person buy it? Because I know one van dwelling person whose channel has just blown up, has been given every single one of his Jackeries by the Jackery company. I even reached out to them to get one and be a reviewer, but clearly my channel was not what they were looking for. Or I'm not what they were looking for in a what do you call it, affiliate. So that's fine. But yeah, because I wanted to test it out. I wanted to see how it was like, but I wasn't about to drop that, $600, $700, $800, $900 for that thing. So yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much, Uncle Homer, for the birthday wishes. I am feeling better. Definitely the antibiotic helped. I'm feeling better. I am doing some better practices to avoid the UTIs. I think I was just getting quite comfortable. Plus, I'm getting older. There are things you just have to realize. I always drink plenty of water, so that wasn't my issue. I have a really bad habit of holding my bladder, and so I really have to stop doing that. And so, because I go to the bathroom a lot. If I were to go to the bathroom every time I have to go to the bathroom, I'm probably going like 50, 60 times a day. I drink so much water, that's how much I'm going to the bathroom. So I just have to do it. And so everything is feeling fine. I am taking some supplements that kind of help with the urinary tract health. So yeah, I'm feeling so much better. That is one of the most miserable things, and I haven't had one quite that bad in a while. So you don't really forget, but you kind of forget. Uh, oh, you guys are gonna go to Iowa? Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I spent 90. Went there in 95. Went there in May of 95 and left March of 97. So yeah. Courtenay says, I'm not a vanner, but I like joining you from time to time. I have a small RV trailer. Is that cool for this chat? Oh my gosh, we don't discriminate here. Most of my subscribers don't have any kind of camping equipment or thing on wheels. They don't have a van. They don't have anything that they're just hoping one day to do this. So no, by all means, join us anytime you want. What do I like about Arizona is what Halima, Peru is saying. Arizona is like the second home to me, which is why I'm so happy that the Cardinal goes with Virginia and Arizona, because Virginia is my home of origin and Arizona is my home of heart. I just love Arizona. I love the BLM land access out there. You've got Lake Havasu, you've got Parker, you've got Quartzsite, you've got Ehrenberg, you've got Earp, you've got so many BLM land access areas out there. Um, and I just love Arizona. I don't know how to explain it. I just love it. I love the fact that um, I mean, I don't know. I just love it. A few particular places, like I can be next to water, the Colorado River, and then just go an hour and a half and be back in the main, town that I kind of live in, mostly. So yeah, I just love it. Rhymes with Melissa. Okay, Jalissa. Okay, thank you. Um, yes, Rosa. Thank you for going back and watching all the old videos. I think I have to go back and check, but I think I'm very close to or at 900 videos total for the 4 years, almost 5 years. Wow, August will be 5 years. Wow. Okay, yeah. So yeah. Um, Trina wants to know, how do I keep cool in hot weather? I do this. I sit in the shade. I sit in the shade. This is what I do to keep cool. I don't sit in the van when it's hot. The hotter part of times of the day, I tend to just sit outside the van and in the shade and catch a breeze when you can. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I do have fans in there. That's another project. I have a bigger fan now that I need to get. Once this power gets hooked up, that fan will be attached to the power, which is one of the reasons why I need the more power. But it's a pretty big fan, and I'm thinking about adding a second one. So we'll see how that works. But yeah, what do I do all day to stay busy? It's very difficult right now to stay busy because we're kind of stuck where we are. But in normal van life mode, it's easy to stay busy because when you're out on BLM land, there's so many people around you. You just kind of walk around and visit people. You can go for little hikes or walks. When we're by the water, I just sit by the water. I can spend hours sitting by the water, putting my feet in the water, fishing, wading in the water. I can do that for hours. You eat, you take a nap, you read a book. Um, there was a company that reached out to me several months ago back in the winter for me to test a hammock. I'm gonna reach back out to them and see if they still are, because they told me to wait for the spring. So now that the weather's warming up, I'm like, okay, I wonder if they still want to give me that hammock, because I found another tree, Miss V. There's like two trees over there that I can put a hammock on and just chill in the hammock. So yeah, it's so yeah. Yeah, they're back over there. I can see them from here. Like, oh, that's a thicker tree. um, Walter says, I love your channel. I can relate to it more than any other. I mean, I think for me, I wasn't finding channels like mine when I was looking into tiny house and then van life. I don't have Sprinter money. I don't have Fort Transit money. I don't have ProMaster money. Um, I knew I had to get into something in order to save money to move up to something else. And so that's what I've done. All of my vehicles have been older. And that comes with its own set of challenges, but I knew I don't have credit good enough to buy something with a payment. I don't have a regular job anymore to make sure I'm going to be able to make that payment, even if I did. I don't have huge chunks of money or access to huge, thousands, $10,000 to put down a down payment or buy a rig outright. So I knew anything I bought would have to be 3 grand or less, no matter what. So that's pretty much what I've done with all my vehicles. I started in the SUV that I had, which was in horrible mechanical shape, and I knew that. But I knew I would only be driving, so much in it because I was working at the school. I was still able to park close to school, and there was a Planet Fitness not too far from the school, so I pretty much parked in that neighborhood for the beginning. Then I got to the point where, because I started in the summer, so I needed the Planet Fitness, and then when school started, I didn't need the Planet Fitness because it was a middle school, so I had access to showers. So then I canceled my Planet Fitness. So really, I parked close to school, pretty much on the neighboring streets of the school I worked at. So I wasn't driving it too terribly much. But then I quickly was able to go to my minivan, which was $800. Granted, of course, yes, it had mechanical issues, but it was still drivable. I found a great mechanic who was able to, every payday, we got paid once a month, every payday he was able to do another repair. And so I had that van almost 3 years. I had Nacho Mama's van for almost 3 years. And then it got to the point where it was just not worth putting any more money into. And then found Cardinal. Cardinal started out being what I thought a really good mechanically sound van. And then Cardinal broke down on our way west. Nacho Mama's van also broke down when I was either heading what no when I was heading back. So every time I cross country, it seems like a vehicle breaks down, which just scares me about this one. I'm like, please don't let this one break down. So I'm trying to get everything done I can while I'm stationary, so we don't have those issues anymore. But I think this is in pretty good mechanical shape. I don't think I'm gonna have. I've done some repairs, and so I feel like I put just about the same amount that I paid for this van back into this van in repairs. So this is probably to date the most expensive. Well, Cardinal might have been just as expensive as far as repairs go. This van and Cardinal have been the most expensive vans in as far as the purchase price and repair prices. I had a guardian angel when it came to Cardinal, and she spent a lot of money helping me upgrade Cardinal with solar and fridge and different things and repairs. So it was difficult to sell Cardinal, but I just, circumstances, were such that I had to, because sometimes you have to help, and if helping means you have to put yourself, on the side burner to do so, then you do it. But yeah, I won't be doing that again. Won't be doing that again though. But yeah, so I'm hoping this lasts the next 3 to 5 years, and then I can upgrade to my schoolie, short schoolie, and then that's it. I'm done. I'm not doing any more vehicles after a short schoolie. So, um, okay, let me go back. I've missed some. Oh, everyone's talking. Okay. Um. Oh, Miss MB2, you were in Iowa at the same time, but you were in Des Moines. I was in Ames, Iowa, which is a college town, and I can't get into that story because it involves another person. But yeah. Freedom says, I think you can use different brands of solar than which, but when you have access to a 110 outlet, you can recharge the Jackery 500 in a few hours. Oh, good to know. Thank you. Flagstaff, Phoenix, Sedona. I've never been to those places. Yeah. Courtenay, I've never been to those places. I mean, I've been through them, but I've never like camped at them. So that's something I hope to do, is to do a little more of Arizona, find some little more BLM land, and find some other places. So I wouldn't do Arizona in the summer. I haven't yet, and I don't plan on doing it. So I'll go to places like Colorado. I gotta go see my friend in Colorado who left me. Now I don't have my connection in Vegas anymore. But I have to find a new connection in Vegas. But we got to go visit her in Colorado. Definitely got it, because I got to get my tent. I haven't forgotten about my tent. Good morning, Lena. But yeah, I will never, ever, ever do Arizona in the summer. It's way too hot. Dry heat or not, it is just way too hot to be in Arizona in the summertime. Way too hot. I like it because it's so oh, Courtenay, welcome to the family. You partnered with us. Thank you. Became a channel partner. Awesome. Um but California's gas is too high, and they can be really finicky on where you park and stuff like that. So I feel like there's just way more freedom, if you will, in Arizona. I would love to go to South Dakota and do my residency there, because they're really I don't know if they still are. I'm hoping they are, but because they tend to be more nomad friendly when it comes to things like voting and car registrations and stuff like that. So I'm hoping to do that. Um, so yeah, we'll see if that works out. Yeah, I love Virginia, DC, Maryland, the DMV area. It's a great area. Thank you, Judy. So, Heaven Lee, the homemade bug repellent was not made by Miss V. It was made by, well, it was Miss V, but not this Miss V. It was made by Miss Victoria. It is in one of my videos, but I think I'll do a separate video on it so people can find it more readily because it wasn't a video like this where I just mentioned it and then she put the recipe, I think, in a comment or something like that. So what I'll do is I will do a little quick video on the bug repellent and put the recipe on the screen and down below. If you email me, I'll just shoot it to you in an email, but because she sent it to us recently so that we could make some more. But it's a great repellent. I haven't had any issues with it. I don't really have a lot of issues with mosquitoes anyway, but occasionally, some years I have it more so than others. But for the most part, I don't have a lot of issues with mosquitoes. Lena says, if I had enough for a tiny home of my choice, would you be happy to just... No, I would not get an actual tiny home, THOW, tiny home on wheels. I wouldn't get a tiny house on wheels at all. Not at all. Not at all. No, 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 no. But if I had my choice of a van, I would still get something old. I would not get anything new. I actually have a friend who is getting rid of his schoolie, which is broken down in California, but the repairs probably not that much. And he probably would just give it to me, honestly. So it's something I'm considering if it's still available in September. But you know, someone has talked me into it because I wasn't planning on getting any schoolie anytime soon. But the repair probably wouldn't be more than 200, maybe $500 if I got a mechanic to do it. I could probably do it myself for 200 with the help of someone walking me through it, which they said they would. Um, so now I'm kind of excited because I'm like, this was not on my radar. I wasn't planning on doing this. So I don't know. You guys might see me in a schoolie in the fall. Who knows? I just don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it's older, which means it's before all the computers. And I can basically just pull apart, put a new part in, which is what I like. I don't want anything that I can't learn to fix myself. I like older because I can start learning to fix it myself. And I don't know, I just like it. And I like square. I'm just weird. I like boxy vehicles. I know they're not very aerodynamic, but I don't care. Tiny says filing for bankruptcy. It would. It's something I really have just considered doing, filing for bankruptcy, so that I can just wipe the slate clean and start over. Not that I necessarily want to buy something on credit, but I would just like to get all that old debt gone, especially some of the debt that's not mine, but I'm attached to it because of circumstances. um, it's okay, Uncle Homer. You didn't miss my birthday. Well, we've been on here for 43 minutes, so I'm probably going to get ready to jump off because I have to be mindful of people who watch the replay, and I really am appreciative of those that watch this replay because it's not quite the same if you watch a live replay. You're not part of it, so I get it. I'm going to scroll back and make sure I haven't missed any questions. Oh, someone's feed is buffering. I hope nobody else's is. Trina says, I like what you're doing, but I worry about the heat. Can't be. I personally can deal with heat better than cold. I've said that 1,000 times. The heat does not bother me. I do plan on one of these years doing that Google travel where it's 70 degrees all year, where you basically are driving every 3 days and you're staying in 70-degree temperatures. I would love to do that one year. Just take a year and do that. Thank you, Blue Butterfly. I'm using the same Dove bar soap as usual. Rosa said that Iowa story is in your older videos. Yes, so anything, yeah, if you go back and watch my older videos, you'll see a lot more detailed stories. At that time, I was telling more stories, but I've since gotten in trouble for being too specific in stories that involve other people, and so I just choose to not do that anymore. So if you want to get more detailed stories, go back and watch the playlist of my journey from day one, because I'm not going to take those older videos down. Still have my tent. Thank you, Miss MB too. We all need to experience the mountains too. See, I'm not a fan of the mountains because it's cool up in there, and I don't like being cold, so I'm not a real fan of the mountains. Maybe in the summer we can go to the mountains where it's not as cold, but I don't really like. I don't like being cold. Awesome jazz festival in the winter. See, yeah, you lost me. Mm-mm. Winter jazz festival outside? No, ma'am. I have not been to Indianapolis yet. Thank you for the reminder, Freedom. Thank you, Sailor. I never figured out why my lips were swelling. I think it's really allergies because I tried to come figure out the first time and the next time, and it was nice weather the first time it happened, and I think it's just depending on it's just allergies. I think that's just my allergies are acting up. Freedom wants to know how is the gas mileage on a short schoolie. Well, it depends on the type of schoolie it is, and Chevy, Ford, all that, the type of engine that it has in it. But I think on average, and also the weight that you put in it as far as your build, I think on average, a lot of them get anywhere from 8 to maybe 13. Just depends on all those factors. So yeah, I would have to figure that out with that particular schoolie, what kind of gas mileage I'm going to get, because I still want to travel. So, and if that doesn't work out, I may, I'll just stay in this van. It's perfectly fine because I know I'm getting, well, I haven't quite figured out what I'm getting gas mileage with this one yet. I do need an oil change, but I think I'm getting close to like 18, but I haven't done enough driving to figure it out yet. I haven't done enough highway driving to figure that out yet. But I think I'm getting close to like 18, somewhere between 18 and 20. So it would be difficult to go down to like 8 because that's a lot of miles to gallon that I'd be missing. What do I like better, Ford or Dodge? If I had my absolute choice, it seems like Fords always call me. I don't know what it is, but it seems like I'm always in a Ford. My Mercury Villager, that was basically a Nissan Quest. But Cardinal was a Ford. This is a Ford. I feel like I always end up with Fords, and I guess because they always seem to be cheaper. I would love to do a Chevy. I don't think I've ever had a Chevy. I think Dodges are pretty good too. But for some reason, Fords always seem to be within my price range, and so that's what I always end up getting. Always what I end up getting. Do I think a Puller RV F1400 is a good price? Good to see you. I don't know. Honestly, I could not even begin to tell you. I have no idea about RVs because RVs can be tricky. I would never get an RV. If I did get an RV, I would completely gut it. I don't want systems because that's just more things to break and more things you have to repair, and then you gotta get a specialty repair person. And so, yeah, I would never get an RV. If I were to find a decent like Class B or Class C, I would probably gut all those systems out and make everything just pretty much how I have it here. I would just get a bigger 12-volt refrigerator. I would probably still do a bucket toilet or a porta potty toilet where I'm not using tanks because that added water adds weight, which takes your gas mileage. And I know people love all those systems because it's easy and it's like being in a house, but I don't do this because I want to be in the house. So yeah. Oh, some Lena, you're swelled because of eczema. I mean, I don't have any kind of skin issues. I don't think. I did notice that I have my little spot of vitiligo back here has gotten a little bit bigger, and my little spot of vitiligo on my you can't see it now because I'm tanned, a little bit tanned, but I have a little spot of vitiligo right here on my nostril. It got a little bit, so I don't know if maybe I'm having some skin stuff, and maybe that's why my lips were swelling. Who knows? My body hormones, everything is changing. All right, I don't think there are any more questions. If I missed your questions, please put it in the replay comment section and I will answer it there. Okay. I love all of you for tuning in. Thank you for the 109 of you that have tuned in and the 79 of you that did a thumbs up. If you don't mind doing a thumbs up as you're exiting, leaving, or if you're watching this replay. Mwah. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this Saturday morning live. I'll see you next Saturday morning for another live. Don't forget to email your questions, crystal@crystalvanner.com. Oh, thank you, loves, for joining in a partnership.